I usually only do this with high school students or even college students. So I'm putting a lot of faith and confidence in you that you guys are going to be able to handle this. I came in here one day just saying hello, and you guys told me that you wanted to do a Socratic seminar. So that's why I have very high expectations for how we're going to handle this.
You know, I think we do this because we want to show our school community, our teaching community, that there are these different strategies that might stretch us, that might challenge us, make us a little bit nervous, but that are good for kids. And then also I think we do this to show our students that we have high expectations for their participation in school, that we want them, even in the 4th grade, to participate in strategies that are often saved for high schoolers and college students and even graduate students.
So a Socratic seminar is an exercise in that. It's an opportunity for us to support each other in a conversation. You looking all crazy, talking all over each other, yelling at people, calling each other names. We don't do that in our community because that does not support the safety and the well-being of everyone in the group. The number 1 rule, very important, speak so that everyone can hear you. The second rule, we must listen closely. We have to pay attention to what other people are saying. A conversation requires not only that I talk, a conversation requires that I also listen. You've been hanging out with a lot of adults, I see, Jasmine. We are going to speak, but we don't need to raise our hands when we're in the inner circle. I'll help you with that. We're going to pass the microphone around because we want to make sure that everyone can hear. But I will be putting questions up on the board, but I'm not going to be calling on people. I need you all in the inner circle to manage the flow of the conversation. Number 4 is very important. Look at number 4. Refer to the text. Now we have several texts that you can refer to. The articles that you've read, the videos that you've seen. We're going to see one more video. Your notes are a text. Number 5, talk to each other, not just the leader. So really, I'll be leading, I'll be putting the questions on the board, but I want you all talking to each other, making your points to your classmates. Number 6, ask for clarification. Don't stay confused. That means if you don't understand something, don't just sit there. Say, can you restate that? What's another thing that you can say? Thank you, Jasmine. What's another thing you can say if you need some clarification? Yes, ma'am. Would you please repeat that? Number 7, invite and allow others to speak. So if there's a person in the circle who's not really making a lot of contributions, we should be able to say to that person, you know, I'm not hearing a lot from you today, Omar. Maybe you can tell me what you're thinking. I know you have a lot to say. Number 8, this is very important. Consider all viewpoints and ideas. You guys are the ones who will make this a good Socratic seminar by your contributions, by your engagement, by your careful listening, by your thinking. Thank you, X. These are the sentence stems that you can cut and paste, because when you're in the outer circle as a back channeler, your responsibility is to make comments about the inner circle's discussion. Everyone will have a chance to be both on the inner circle and the outer circle. And I need the green group to bring your chairs and form a circle here in the carpet area, and feel free to bring any of the articles or your notes, anything that can support you in making your contributions to our conversation. Why did Colin Kaepernick choose to kneel during the national anthem? 30 seconds of think time starts now.
As much as anything, the topic reminds our students that we trust them. We trust them to handle heavy material.
National anthem represents the flag. The national anthem means that people care about our community.
I'm interested in your opinion about how we can discuss, how we can talk about controversial things, things that might make people angry, and still show respect to each other while we're talking about those things.
Most of the people liked Milana, and some of the people didn't like Milana. Well, then she would probably be offended by it.
My opinion is that if other people are affected by people's protests,
Are some occasions, are some events, are some places, are some occasions absolutely not appropriate for peaceful protest.
Some people are getting mad at the people that are protesting because they think that they're not respecting the soldier who died.
Can you explain even more? Because I really don't get it.
He said, I'm not going to respect a country that doesn't, that has policemen killing black people.
I thought it was Colin Kaepernick. He was that soldier. Sometimes they're not just getting killed for no reason. For example, one day a police asked the man to get his wallet, and he reached out, but the police shot him.
Can you clarify what you mean by people haven't lived their whole lives and they got killed really early?
I'm saying black people get shot most of the time than white people, and that's not fair. And he said that he likes his country because they let him protest. Nobody will be upset, and other people are starting to understand what they're doing.
All right, listen to some of these comments. X made a good point because he said it's tearing our country apart. So Diego, let's see what Diego said. Diego says, all right, Milana said, he liked Nahum's statement, but Nahum's statement could have been stronger for use of examples. Might have been a good opportunity to pull from the text. Ryan says, Xavier P. made a good comment because he said that the protests are bringing us apart because they are really hard for other people. Nayeli says that Jasmine made a strong point about black people being shot because she used her heart.
Today was really just our first opportunity to try on the Socratic method, and so I was more focused on the strategy and the form of Socratic, even than I was the topic itself.
Really, we don't talk about like the black race and all that stuff, and I thought it was really cool that we actually got to talk about it. If you have a strong opinion, you will know why they're kneeling and about the United States.
You know, I felt like the kids, they held each other accountable, which I always feel is really impressive.
We're getting to learn about other people's thoughts and how they really feel about something.
My opinion stays the same, that black lives do matter.
I think I got shy.
What I saw today was I saw a lot of kids really leaning in. Even if we didn't hear from them a lot during the inner circle, we saw that they had really strong contributions to make in the outer circle.
I tried to not get nervous. Next time I'm not gonna be shy.
Any strategy can be made more or less equitable by how we design the learning experience.
It's kind of more interesting than other things that we would talk about in school.
It's the design that really calls for every kiddo to contribute, to live in the learning experience.
It felt good.